Hello and welcome to our video. We're part from the Cundinamarca University. My name is Daniel Tique, along with my partner from the software engineering career, Luis Esteban Rojas, Brian Felipe Tambo, Andres Felipe Mendoza, and Cristian Ruiz Parra. We're going to introduce you and present you about everything you need to know about VMware. So, this video will consist of at least 4 parts: an introduction, what is VMware, characteristics of VMware, and differences with VirtualBox. So, as to start the introduction, VMware is an enterprise who creates virtual machines. And before we go deep into what is VMware exactly, I need to explain you about virtual machines. A virtual machine is like you can imagine it as a dimension apart. For example, your PC has an operative system. This operating system could be Linux, could be Windows, could be Mac. This virtual machine is a secondary operating system that is installed in your computer, and you can use it as a whole different user without turning off your main operating system. This secondary virtual machine can help any operating system, can be Windows at any version, and any version of Linux or distribution, also certain versions of Mac. Uh, this applies to a lot of students, for example, or people who wants to learn more about cybersecurity or about how does this operative system works without risking their own computer or without their own resources. So, yep, this is everything you might need to know before starting up. Do note that both VMware and VirtualBox are enterprises, but they have their differences and they stand at each other's things to the people's necessities.
Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about Vmware and the concept of virtualization. Vmware is a company that develops virtualization software. This type of software is very important for many IT infrastructures in companies around the world. But what is virtualization? Virtualization is a technology that creates a layer between the hardware and the operating system. This allows one physical computer to be divided into several virtual machines, also called VMs. Each virtual machine can run its own operating system and work like an independent computer, even though it's using the same physical hardware. This is very useful because it helps organizations use their hardware more efficiently. It can also reduce costs and improve performance. Virtualization is also very important for cloud providers such as Amazon Web Server, IBM Cloud, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud. A virtual machine is basically a software-based version of a physical computer. Instead of using separate hardware from every system. Companies can use virtual machines to run programs, store information, and deploy applications. Now, let's talk a little about the history of virtual machines. The history of virtual machines goes back to 1964 when IBM developed the CP40, an experimental research project from IBM System 360. Later, it evolved into the CP67, and this helped establish the foundation of virtual machines. Then, on August 2, 1972, IBM introduced what many people consider the first true virtual machine system, the IBM 370. This was an important step in the development of virtualization technology. In VMware, the virtual machine is the basic unit of virtualization. It's a software representation of a physical computer. The operating system that runs inside a virtual machine is called a guest operating system. In conclusion, Vmware is a key company in the field of virtualization. Virtualization helps business make better use of their hardware, save money, and run multiple systems on a single physical machine. It has become a fundamental technology in a modern computer and cloud services. Thanks for your attention.
Continue with the presentation and let's look the features of Vmware. The first is the languaging edifice. It is easy to install, it works very fast, and it helps your virtual machine run with great performance. The second, we have a security. Three, this protects your data from many terms and keeps your virtual network safe and isolated. And number three, it is hybrid cloud rally. This helps you modernize your systems and make it easy and chapters to manage your hardware. Finally, VMware is a therapy test. This main is very reliably and perfect for important work and sensitive information.
Now we are going to talk about the difference between VMware and VirtualBox. First, performance. CPU, disks, and graphics. First, let's look at the performance. Regarding CPU and memory, VMware is more efficient at managing physical resources while VirtualBox is slightly less optimized. In terms on disk I/O, VMware is faster because it uses the VMDK format, which is highly efficient. For graphics, VMware takes the lead with its modern integrated graphics drivers, whereas VirtualBox graphics performance is more basic. Second, security and isolation. Now let's talk about security. Both platforms are very robust. They both offer VM insulation, meaning each virtual machine runs in its own environment. This prevents threats from spreading to other VMs or the host system, so or computer. They also provide encryption features to protect sensitive data on your virtual desks. Finally, both companies release frequent security updates to protect users against new threats. Section 3, Community and Support. Lastly, let's compare their support models. VirtualBox has a huge community. This makes it very easy to find solutions and tutorials online for free. VMware, on the other hand, offers professional dedicated support for its customers who use their paid products. And that is all. Thank you for your attention. I said it correctly, right?
In this video, I'll show you how to install Vmware Workstation Pro and set up a Kali Linux virtual machine step by step. To install Vmware, the first step is to visit the Brockham website and select the registration option. If you already have an account, select the option to go to the portal. On Store Expand, the list located at the top next to your account name and select the Bingware Cloud Foundation option. Next, go to the My Downloads section and click on the text that says free software downloads available here. On start type Vmware Work into the search bar. Vmware Workstation Pro will appear. Click on it to proceed. On inside, you only need to select the version. 7.0 is recommended, and the operating system for which you want to install the program. After clicking on the version you wish to install, you will be directed to the download page. There you must open the terms and conditions to accept them so that the system allows you to download the program. Once downloaded, open the installer and click Next until you reach the install section. In my case, upgrade appears because I already have it installed. With this, the Vmware installation is complete. Search for Kali Linux in your browser, select Head Kali, and download the pre-built machine. Finally, in Vmware, select Open a virtual machine and choose the downloaded file.